Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. Now, when we last left off, we learned how Izzy and Steph came up with their band name, and right now we are in the season of summer. So without further ado, let's get started. As the blustery spring makes way for sunshine and blooming flowers, it feels like the world around me is smiling just like me. I play nothing but love songs at work in the weeks following our first kiss. Geordie has threatened to fight me in a Denny's parking lot multiple times, but no amount of physical or emotional warfare can dampen my mood because I have a girlfriend. Izzy isn't my first. I dated in college, not a lot, but enough. And even though I spent most of high school totally crushing on the beautiful but unavailable Rachel Amber, I definitely kissed my share of classmates back home in Arcadia Bay. But this just... Wait, who the hell did you... No, I don't think she did. I think... No, because she did have the hots for Rachel. Like, she even asked Chloe. She says, like, if you two are a thing, I'll back off in episode 2 of Before the Storm, I believe it is. But no, I don't remember her kissing anyone else. Because you don't really see her in Life is Strange, but... Then again, there's a 3-year time gap, so... Yeah, I guess it can make sense. Alright, where was I? I definitely kissed my share of classmates back home in Arcadia Bay, but this just doesn't really compare to any of those experiences. There's something about not being students, about being adults, but there's also something about Izzy, something special. Maybe it's the way she's so herself all the time, or maybe it's the way she strums her guitar, or maybe it's the way she marches into Save Point on a Thursday afternoon and declares no in uncertain terms. Steph Gingrich, I'm taking you on a date tonight. It makes me utterly useless for the rest of the day. Poor Ollie has to pick up the slack while I play a game of mental dress up trying to decide what to wear. Oh my god, you have to talk to someone else about it, Ollie says as we round the 3 o'clock rush. It's been years since I've thought this much about girl clothes. Hey, just 'cause I'm a girl, are you really about to lecture me about the... Are you really about to lecture me about the gender binary? Yeah, there's a... Yeah, I mean, they're just checking everything off this list. Like, I've actually, since this has started, sorry to get off topic, I've got like a little list here of just like a crossword. And I've got a few on here, and that was on the list of words I thought was going to be used in this. Holy crap. But anyways, he rolls his eyes, then tosses my phone to me from the back counter. Text Leah, or is it Leah? No, I think it's Leah. Text Leah if you're gonna be like this. I stick my tongue out but take his advice. They noit. Leah texts back immediately like a true friend. OMG, what are you gonna wear? Thank you. Ollie was making fun of me for caring about that. Ollie will make fun of anything. True. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like none of my clothes are really date material. You could always show up naked. Dude, what? I bet Izzy would like it. I can practically imagine Leah's eyebrows wiggle, exaggerated to the point of comedy. I think she'd make an amazing actress, what with the faces she pulls, not to mention her absolutely stunning features. She has dark brown skin, long eyelashes, and cheekbones that could be considered a deadly weapon. But Leah was always more into the behind the scenes stuff, like building sets. When we were in college, I used to spend hours in her dorm helping her sew or knit or bead customers for the school's theatre productions. Once we were on such a tight deadline that we had to glue the seams closed instead of stitching them, and we forgot to open a window, so we ended up high as a kite, giggling incessantly at 4 in the morning over a moldy muffin we found under her bed. Leah was one of the first queer friends I met at DigiPen, besides Ollie. She walked into history. Oh my god, she walked into History 101 with a bi flag pin on her jean jacket, and I knew immediately that we had to be friends. And to our credit, we stayed friends, even after making out once. In our defense, we were for we we were forced to watch M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. Yeah, because I'm a fan of Avatar: Last Airbender. I thought Korra was alright. I think it gets a little too much shit than it should. But oh my god, that M Night Shyamalan's that's so bad. Like it's like one of those movies. It's on the list. Like just don't watch it. This like if you're curious, just look up why it's bad, but just don't watch it. Save yourself the memory space. And the agony was simply too great to endure. Afterward, we agreed it was a necessary distraction, but would be a mistake to repeat since Leah's poly and I more monogamous. Ever since Leah's been my rock, my ride or die. It's only been a month since I met Izzy, but already I'm itching to introduce them. You really need to meet her. She should come with us to Pride. Oh, what is there going to be like a Pride parade now? I'll ask her on my date tonight, and I still don't know what to wear. Your least holy jeans and the green flannel makes your eyes pop, and no beanie. I'm gonna block you. You love me. I do, in fact, wear clothes on my date, but I feel naked without my beanie. It's too hot for it. No, okay, the only one that gets to wear a beanie is Chloe. You're a copycat. Get rid of that. It's too hot for it. As it turns out, June is approaching fast, and even the excuse me, and even the Pacific Northwest is feeling the heat of summer sneaking its way into the air. Soon, Dad will have all the windows open in the evenings with fans in front of them because he refuses to get air conditioning. In true Dad fashion, he insists on meeting Izzy, but at least he only manages one dad joke before we leave. Have her home by 11, he calls after us. Izzy gives me a quizzical look and I turn to raise my eyebrows as far as they'll go in his direction. In the morning, of course, and he waves like a proud papa seeing his daughter off on prom night. Sorry I didn't get you a corsage, Izzy mutters through a laugh. It's okay, maybe you'll still get lucky. I link our hands, smoothing my thumb along hers. He's cringe, but I get it. He wasn't there for shit like prom or anything, so he has to make up for it by embarrassing me now. Ah, says Izzy, squeezing my hand. Child of divorce? Yep, they split when I was 11. Oof, Izzy lets out a long exhale. That's rough. I just shrug. It's too hard to explain that my parents' divorce is hardly the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So instead I ask, what about you? Got any siblings or whatever? What is this? First date, 20 questions? Next, I'll ask about where you went to college and if you're looking for a serious relationship. Izzy chuckles and squeezes my hand. No siblings, my parents are still together, but just as cringe. And as for the last one, oh my god, you don't have to answer, I was just kidding. Warmth sneaks into my cheeks and I'm sure I look beet red, but I kind of want to know the answer anyway. With a shrug, Izzy bites her bottom lip and says, maybe, if the right person came along. Then she turns to her van and opens the door for me. Milady, your chariot awaits. I climb up while she loops around the other side and I slide my phone from my pocket to see a few texts from my friends. Leah, good luck, babe. Ollie, you got this. Geordie, we'll miss you for Critical Role night. I wince a little. I forgot to let Geordie know I wasn't coming for our Thursday night hang, but I guess Ollie told him. I'm a little disappointed to miss it this weekend, but hopefully they'll understand. Another couple of texts come in, buoying my spirits. Buoying? Yeah, I think it's buoying. Geordie, but have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Ollie, counterpoint, do literally everything Geordie wouldn't do. It's the vote of confidence I need to reach across the space and slot my fingers together with Izzy's as she starts the van and backs out into the street. Izzy drives with the window down, inviting a breeze to tangle her hair. It feels like laughter, like the wind is happy for us. She holds my hand the whole way. I never want to let go. She finally does, though, just as we park outside a little bistro called Alberti's. It's not what I expect from Izzy. It feels so normal, so classic. I thought a date with a punk rock goddess might involve more dancing in a dark corner of a club, or looking at weird art, or protesting the man. I feel a flicker of disappointment that Izzy doesn't want to bring me into her world, but I shove it down. This is Izzy, and I'd even be happy to watch sports ball as long as I was doing it with her. Wow, so you're whining and dining me, I say as we get out of the van. Only the best for my girl. Your girl? I mean to tease her, but the words come out soft. Izzy tucks her hair behind her ear and smiles up at me. Yeah, if you want to be. Oh, I want, and I pull her forward into the restaurant. We're seated in a cozy corner of a restaurant. It's dark lit with orange sconces and little tea candles on the table. It's supposed to be romantic, I think. And hey, maybe it is romantic. My name is Randall, and I'll be your server this evening. If I might draw your attention to our specials. The waiter tells us something about a bisque, maybe, and I think some type of fish, but his words slide right over me. It's like Izzy's presence is too loud for me to hear anything else. She's wearing a jean jacket over a black strappy dress with a silver ring at the center of the breastbone. I just want to hook my finger in and pull her close. It's like a beacon. Gonda calls for aid, and Rohan shall answer. I inch my fingers towards her on the table, my whole body thrumming with the overwhelming need to touch her, even just a little. The moment our index fingers touch, Izzy's demeanor changes. Something in her jaw twitches and her shoulders straighten before she draws back, placing her hand beneath the table. I'll be back with your waters in just a minute. The waiter smiles, but I barely notice. What were the specials again? I ask, scanning the menu, determined not to make a big thing out of whatever just happened. But when Izzy doesn't respond, doesn't even look at me, I make a thing of it anyway. Okay, what's going on? I whisper across the table. 1 second you're calling me your girl, and the next you're pushing my hand away. Izzy just stares unblinkingly at a place where the waiter used to stand. Earth to Izzy, I snap my fingers. I know him, she says so quietly that if I didn't see her lips move, I might not be able to believe the words really came from her. From middle school, she blinks a couple of times. Randy Hooper. Okay, I don't think he recognized me. That's when my brain catches up, putting the pieces together. He doesn't know about you being trans. She shakes her head, and if he's anything like he used to be, I don't want him to. We can go somewhere else, you know. We absolutely do not have to stay here. I bump her knee with mine under the table for reassurance. She eyes me, rolling her lip between her teeth. It's okay, she says finally. I think I'd feel weirder if we just left, like he'd been chasing us out of here, just like he used to chase people at recess. Are you sure? I ask. Every instinct in my body says we should get up and leave, just book it out of here before he notices. The way Izzy's body has gone rigid, the way her shoulders cave inward, it's not the Izzy I'm used to. I don't like seeing her like this. Afraid. Yeah, yes, I'm sure. She rolls her shoulders back again and picks up the menu. Just maybe don't hold my hand where he can see. I find her fingers beneath the table and don't let go until we finish our food and Randy brings the bill. Let me get it, I say, reaching for my pocket. No, no, Izzy waves me off. I'm the one who asked you out. I bite my lip. It's always weird deciding who's gonna pay when you're gay. How's that weird? For all the dates I've been on, we always split the bill. It's safer that way with no weird expectations or implications. I can tell it means something to Izzy though. Like she thinks this is her one chance. I don't want him recognizing your last name on the credit card, I say as quietly as I can. You can get the next one, okay? There's gonna be a next one, she asks, eyes widening. I grin and slide my card into the slot. Course there is. Thank you, she exhales. This isn't how I wanted it to go. It's our first real date and I should have, I don't know, picked somewhere better or more familiar or... I can't let it keep going like that, so I lean in and touch her knee under the table. This is our date together. I want you to be safe. If you're not having a good time, then neither am I. Oh, guess it wasn't a very fun date then. Her smile falters. I don't know. There's a lot of hours to go until 11 in the morning. There's still time to turn this around. I squeeze her hand under the table. What do you say you let me take the reins for a bit? What do you have in mind? A spark lights in her eye that wasn't there before, and my chest swells. I want to make her feel like this all night. like she's special and worthy of a fun time without worry, without homophobia or transphobia. Like, how is that guy like a homophobe or a transphobe? Like, because he was a bully in school. People change, and like honestly, but judging by the way they're writing this, the author's writing this, I'm gonna guess he's not gonna change. He's still gonna be that ass. I want to hold her close and let our fingers bump in a shared popcorn bowl and kiss her again. Have you ever seen Blade Runner? I ask. Please, Izzy says flatly. Of course I have. Great, then you won't mind when we don't actually watch it. When we leave the restaurant, Izzy puts her hand back on mine, and though there's an evening chill in the air, I don't feel cold at all. Alright, and that's the end of chapter 6, and taking a look at the page, chapter 7 is going to be about pride, because it's like the first sentence. But anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.